My name is Karin Franken and I'm the co-founder of Jakarta Animal Aid Network and also one of the owners of Animal Clinic Jakarta. Well, I've been an animal lover since I was like really small. I always loved animals. Of course, it also obviously had something to do maybe with my parents, who are also animal lovers. So we always had animals around. When we would go on a holiday, like some country in Europe or something, and we would see stray dogs, everybody would be poor dogs, and we would be feeding them and so on. So I think from a very young age, my parents already gave a good example to me about loving animals and about animal welfare. So that feeling just kept on developing, and I think when I moved to Indonesia, it went like on a wild spin, because I just love animals so much, and I can't see any suffering. If we see suffering, I just need to do something. Okay, well, first of all, I've been in animal welfare for a long time, rescuing dogs, cats, other animals. And one of the things that I always found was that it was not easy to find a clinic that I would like, in the sense of, maybe I met doctors that I like, or maybe the facilities they have. But I always thought, it takes a lot more than that, to run a clinic. I always felt that the care of an animal while at the clinic is very important too. If the dog doesn't want to eat, you sit with the dog or with the cat. You give it you give it more love. You give it love like what you would do with your own pet, and that was lacking at that time. So in January 2008, my friends and we founded Jakarta Animal Aid Network, and then my life started to become really busy, with more activities and so on. And then I thought, wow, what is something that I can combine with my passion that would still complement each other? So then, we started planning to make a clinic, and we did, So we just made a bold and impulsive move, borrowed money, and then we started the clinic. And now it's already 2022, and thank God, we're still running. Well, I also would like to add that Jan is not the clinic, and the clinic is not Jan. Jan is a non-profit organization, and the clinic is just a business. But it complements each other, and obviously, for me as one of the co-founders of Jan, it's very handy to have a clinic, to be one of the owners of the clinic. So what we were planning from the start was we wanted to give something more, like what I would want for my own pets. Which is exactly what I mentioned before. We want that special, that extra touch. When animals are staying with us, we want people to care about them. We want them to love them. If they don't want to eat, we want to maybe bring food from home, boil chicken for them, sit with them, hand feed them. We want to make sure there's a nice blanket they can sleep on. So in general, we just want the stay of each animal to be more comfortable and not just in a cage on a cold floor. We want it to be more personal, and I hope that we have accomplished that. And I'm not as actively involved as I used to be at the beginning, where every single day I was there from the early morning to late at night. I think we have trained the whole staff well, and they know exactly what we want and expect from them. I think running a business is not easy, as it turns out. It's really hard, and there's so many challenges. But even though we've been through some really rocky waters and with lots of ups and downs, we're still floating, and that's, I think, any business owner, if you can survive 10 years plus, you should be proud of yourself, of that accomplishment, because it's not easy. So that's one thing, that we're still floating since 2008. So that's an accomplishment by itself. So despite all the ups and downs. And I think number two, that what I'm also proud of is that my passion and my love for animals sort of wears off on other people as well, because like I mentioned before, ACG, is not the same as Jan. You know, if people see me, then they think, well, yeah, okay, I mean, she's an animal lover, she is, passionate about animals. But that doesn't mean that the entire team at ACG is exactly the same as me. And they don't have to be to the extent that what I'm doing. But I've noticed that, maybe because they see me constantly with all these strays, and so I can see that a lot of them are very caring too, and start sometimes even rescue themselves, and then they WhatsApp me and they say, oh, I found a cat or a dog, what to do. And so I think that is really good. It's very important. I think kindness in general is really important, so I'm really happy that we have a caring group of people at ACG who also feel passionate about animal welfare. And they have to take care of all the Jan animals too that are there temporarily. So yeah. Well, I really hope that ACG and Jan together can continue to educate, because I think education is really, really important, and without it, things are not going to change. So I hope that we can increase the amount of education that we provide, any type of education, about diseases, but also responsible pet ownership, current issues, I hope that we can do a lot of education. As for ACJ, I think learning should never stop, and that is for the entire team, for the vets, but also for the other people who work there, because a clinic doesn't run only with the vets, right? We have the FO, we have the management team, we have the security, we have so many people who contribute to the success of the clinic. We have to continue to learn and grow together. We should always feel like, how can we become better? How can we provide better service? How can we provide better medical care? How can we be a cleaner facility? How can we develop in general and have more facilities? Learning and developing should never stop. So I hope that at Animal Clinic Jakarta we can continue to do that and just become better and better and better, and just never stop learning, always wanting to improve. Don't forget, besides following Animal Clinic Jakarta, you can also follow Jakarta Animal Aid Network or @Jan Domestic. @Jan Domestic is a fun platform. We don't have any sad stories there, it's only happy stories. It's stories about our rescue dogs and horses and cats. So if you want to know more about our work, you can follow Jakarta Animal Aid Network.